Now, the police chief, I wanted to play this for you, too. He's giving his own briefing to the media. And here he is talking about the rioting and having the people in the media, the press, try to convince him to his face that he didn't actually experience the rioting that he personally experienced. Let's listen.
What led to you to issue a dispersal order, and then on the back end of that 10-minute dispersal order, then to issue out CO2 canisters and gas for the crowd?
So,
can you talk to us about that?
Just so everybody's clear, I was front and center at the protest, at the riot. We did not.
It was a riot. Don't do that.
There was no riot.
There was. So, the officers that were putting themselves in harm's way were being pelted with frozen cans of pop. They were being pelted with concrete blocks. And yes, we had our helmets on and we had other protection gear, but an officer was injured, hit in the head with a brick. That was a Hennepin County deputy. He was transported to the hospital. So we had to make decisions. We had to disperse the crowd because we can't allow our officers to be harmed. And I've already answered the question, I believe, about your lighting. I know that's a big deal with you, and I understand that, but I thought I've explained that myself. So I told you it's my decision, and that's why I made that decision.
There was no rioting. You could almost imagine them like a cartoon. They've got the pocket watch out, and they're hypnotizing him, and they're hoping that he has the little, swirls in his eyes. There was no rioting. There was no rioting. No, there was. He was just there. His officers were hit in the head with bricks. There were buildings burned down. We just saw the footage of looting that's going on. I mean, it feels fruitless and pointless to even point out when the media is lying. But what else are we going to do but point it out? Let them do it and not even make the observation. But the lying here is so brazen. I hate to keep using the term Orwellian. It's so overused, but in this case, there's no other term that applies as well as that term does. Where they are lying to you about what you are seeing with your own eyes and telling you that you're not seeing what you're seeing. There was no rioting. It's not even, like, they won't even do us the favor. They're insulting our intelligence so much that they think they can tell us that there was no rioting at all, rather than a slightly more plausible lie or taking the approach of saying, yeah, there was rioting, but it's justified for this and that reason. That is also insane and stupid and wrong, but at least you're acknowledging some of the reality in that case. Now, as it happens, from the left, we actually get both of those things. On one hand, they tell us that there's no rioting. On the other hand, they tell us that, if there is rioting, it's justified. It's not. It doesn't exist, but if it does exist, then here's why it's justified. Trying to play both ends of it there. Listen, hit that subscribe button right now. Do it right now. I thank you for your compliance. It is somewhat appreciated.